in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Rams and the Washington Redskins. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Geis, his first carry of the game. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Complete. Richardson has it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here. Check 31. Check 31.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Haskins looking to throw on first down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now a handoff. Geis going right. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
54. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Hey, motion. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Army. Showing it. Show.
On second down, Love. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. The safety Landon Collins there to make the tackle.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Watch the run. They're running it.
Back to throw, Goff. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing on third, gone. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a first and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Looking to throw on second down. Haskins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long.
Yeah. 15 line. 54. Line 54. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Now, use you. It comes to me, it's me.
Now Haskins, third and long. It's brought in by Dodson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 21 yards there on third down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. You got nothing in there.
It's hauled in by Dodson. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Set, hut, 60 out long. 54. Push him back. Ball shot. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-6. Mike 5-4.
Again, it's Haskins. He's found Dodson again, complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 34-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. On first down, this is Geis. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a run with Geis. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. They'll try and get it with Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
It's 4th down.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Louis.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Here's Goff. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Johnny Hecker now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He's going to field this at the 4. A A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. 54 is Mike. 54 up. Check. Watch.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 2nd and 10, Goff. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
64 yards. And the Rams 1st down.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Now Gurley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On 2nd and 9, Goff flush to his right. And that one's complete to Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Redskins scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. On second down, here's Haskins. On the crossing route, complete. It's Richardson. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. Now Haskins on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Check. Check your hot read. Run it.
Throwing on third and long. Haskins. He's got his man. This is Johnson. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That's a first down and then some. A 32-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19.
Check. Watch 54. Here it comes. Mike's 54. You don't want none of it. Hey, pick up the ball.
Now Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Keep playing hard.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
53.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Brandon cooks. 73 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Geis. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Kill. Go. You got motion, man.
This is Love. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Slow. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this one's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doxson, and that'll bring up 2nd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. To throw on 2nd and 10, Haskins. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
That's what I do.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Hey, Charlie. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
We go. 76. 76.
Here's Goff. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
56. Hey, high 7. 56. I'm coming. Mike 56. Mike 56. 17. 17.
3rd and long. It's gone. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Matthew Ioannidis picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm coming. Right there. 54. Right there.
This is Geis. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ricky.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd down now. It's Love, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Let's go right here. 59's Mike. Check, 59. Watch the slide.
On the ground, Geis, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
Brings up 4th and goal.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Greg Zerline on for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
At their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 27, Goff. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Strong safety Landon Collins, the one who got a hand in there, knocked it away.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
5.
From the gun on third down. Goff. They got him, and it's Woods. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now Goff. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
12. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
After the sack on 1st down, Goff is going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Watch the run. Value 1. 56. Mike 1. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. I smell fear in that offense.
Now it's gone. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reuben Foster, the former national champion at Alabama, gets in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This one from 48 yards away. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Guy showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down.
Back. Check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Haskins. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Hey, dude. I know you ain't got it.
Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Redskins 20, Rams 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there, right there.
2nd and 10. Goff again. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Out of the gun. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 2nd down. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard, realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
14.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At the 41-yard line.
The Redskins, they can smell victory now. They take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
It's 4th down.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, and now I'm listening to you. So for the Redskins, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for L.A., they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.